We mentioned briefly about a guy in a red suit and a big beard. So how did that... Do you want to do the intro for day 3?
Day 3!
Day 3 of 10 days to 10 years of My Guy services. And this is a launching pad day. This is one that, actually did help us get to, some of the next levels. But part of that,
We'll still put it in perspective.
Yes.
It was developing relationships.
So, we mentioned briefly about a guy in a red suit and a big beard. So how did that one come about, Vinny?
So Sam and I, this started out as a Sam tradition, and somehow I got roped into Sam's tradition of sitting on another grown man's lap so that we could take photos for clients. So Sam, every year he gets his mom the same thing. He gets a Santa pic. It is a little weird, I'll be honest, but I like to roll with the punches. I like to be a team player.
Damn it, Lisa.
Yeah, Lisa, I'll be honest with you. That it's getting a little weird. We're almost 30 years old.
I got a daughter now. It's cool. I just use her.
Okay. So Sam's like, hey man, we're definitely gonna go and sit on a guy's lap, take a picture, and send some Christmas cards out. So I'm like, you know what? All right, let's do it.
No, I had a guy. I was like, hey man, I can get us into the Children's Museum for free because my roommate Dan works there.
Oh yeah, that's right.
We can get a professional photo with a legit looking Santa, and then we're gonna send it to all of our clients. Our like 300 clients at the time, if that. A lot of them were friends and family.
As your stepdad would say, it's always better when it's free.
It's always better when it's free, so we had to utilize that. So we went in, we got a picture with Santa Claus. It's actually a great photo. I think it took one shot. We were the oldest people in line. There were a bunch of kids around.
Yes.
We have our uniforms on. I think we had even boots on too. Like we were like going to work kind of thing.
Probably. Parents were staring, that's for sure.
And we sit on Santa's lap, snap the photos. We get the card put together. We use Vistaprint. And Ben and I, we write a message on the back of it. And part of that message, Ben and I, since we're, opposites attract, and that's why we work well together, we have different perspectives on things. He wanted cursive. I wanted to be like Comic Sans, right?
I don't know. I just remember the battle stretched amongst days.
No, it went past weeks.
Dude, we were fighting hard on what looks professional, what doesn't look professional. Sam had to get a third party involved and go to his marketing professor. And I actually lost that battle. But that's okay because in the end, whether or not you're arguing with somebody, as long as you ask yourself the same question every single day, what is best for the business? So I did succumb to that, and you won. You won that battle.
So we sent them out. We sent them out to everybody. Sent them out to everybody. This is like December 10th, right? And a little bit after Christmas, we get a phone call from my old general manager, Darren Finkenbein, my guy. He told me when I was working at First Watch that if you get a commercial pressure washer, I'll get you the contracts for Cracker Barrel.
These guys are probably thinking, that one we showed them on day 1 was a pretty legit pressure washer.
Which one? Oh, yeah, that was a legit pressure washer.
The Husqvarna? Guys, that wasn't going to cut it.
So, let me go to the next photo. This is the photo of the hot seat trailer. So, we get the professional pressure washer, and Darren calls us, and we get shipped out to Edinburgh. Edinburgh's like 45 minutes away, and that's the location he's at. He's like, hey man, if you can do it for, what was it, $300, $500?
He got us.
No, I think it was $500. $500. If you can do it for $500 twice a month, do the back pad, the dumpster pad, and the front sidewalks, and the sidewalks on the side.
And the dumpster pad and the back pad were atrocious.
Every other week, you can have the contract. And we'll introduce you to Jimmy, and Jimmy will help you get the Southport location.
Thanks, Jimmy.
Jimmy's the man, Jimmy Jackson. That and Darren, thank you. And so we take the deal. Now, gas prices weren't $4.25 at the time, but they still weren't cheap. And we'd work always the night shift on this.
How
one.
long did it take us to get there?
45 minutes, easy.
Easy.
But being that it's nighttime, Ben's still working nights.
That's right.
Ben's still working nights, so we'd have to get there at 9. What time did you work those days? Like, how did that work?
We split. We either had to drive separate. There was a few times you had to go by yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't easy. we kept pushing the times as close as we could to their closing. In fact, we would start before they closed, so that I could have enough time to get over to Dayton Freight. And you just had to go pack up the trailer and get back to the office.
Yeah, no, I hated the nights I was by myself because I never finished the project because I would always break something on site. Either it'd be an O-ring that would pop and I wouldn't have O-rings or know what an O-ring was.
You gotta give them some context. Okay, so when you're driving 45 freaking minutes away for a job that doesn't pay well anyway, and you stop.
Oh no, it did pay well. It paid our bills. Paid my bills. This one helped that.
You paid your bills. Anyway, you stop for an O-ring, guys. If I should go get an O-ring. An O-ring's about that big and it takes about maybe 30 seconds to replace. And guess what? You're back in business. My man would call me and be like, "This thing's leaking, bro. I can't finish.
Hot water
I'm out of here." I'm like, what? We figured out. This is a part of the struggle, guys. That's what I'm saying. Over 10 years, you learn a lot of knowledge, and the dumbest things.
It wasn't even just the O-ring. It was the shuttle valve handle would always break, and we would have to use the clamps to
But
turn
they're
it.
all small things now. They're all small
Well,
things.
yes.
So if
Damn
you're
it,
gonna
they
learn a
suck.
trade, learn a freaking trade. Educate yourself.
And it would only happen to me too. That was the worst part. I can say there's 10 times I went out there and was not able to complete the job. There was another time that we forgot to bring the keys to the pressure washer. Little did we know, we bought the Cadillac version of the hot seat that there's also a pull start.
That's correct.
On it.
That's
that you
correct.
didn't need the key. I didn't know that. So got there, set up, realized, went home. Didn't get it done. Didn't get it done. Yeah, we worked those contracts. How long did we do Cracker Barrel for?
I'm not sure, but I think we did it for at least
3
a
years.
season or two.
No, it was 3 years, dude. We did it
It
for.
really went that long?
Oh yeah.
That was a mistake.
That was like the when we had both of them. That was $1,000 a month. $1,000 a month paid for
Right.
the insurance. It also paid my rent. My rent at that time was $500. I was the only one paying the rent with. This is when I was full time. I was no longer at First Watch.
Right. But you know, before we even got to the Cracker Barrel, you didn't even tell these folks the other deal that we got screwed on, which was the hot seat trade.
Oh yeah.
You're skipping steps.
Okay, tell them.
So the reason, guys, the whole reason why we're doing these videos is to show you how many times you can fail before you finally get to where you need to go. Life is all about failings, and we got hustled on into publishing on the magazine.
Big time.
And then we got even hustle harder over at Action Equipment with our hot seat trailer. So they gave us a hot heated pressure washer and a trailer for 13 grand.
13 grand.
13 grand.
One
Damn.
pressure washer. It wasn't two,
Yeah,
it was one.
Yeah, don't kid yourself. We ain't getting two on that trailer. And this guy, you know, he's sitting at the table. He's like, "This is gonna take you guys to the next level," similar to what old boy was saying. And he's like, "Only $13,995." I'm like, Jesus. So we
No, you need this surface cleaner too. It has the vacuum system.
Oh yeah.
The surface
Oh,
cleaner
yeah.
costs more than my first 2 cars combined.
It was insane. And guys, the surface cleaner was for reclaiming water. Guess what? We've never done one job that's reclaimed water. Ever. Ever. This dude hustled. His name is Brian. Shout out to Brian.
Fuck you, Brian.
For being, I mean, dude, we were
Hey,
young,
hate. No hate. No hate.
young bucks,
Damn.
and you know what? It was another educational tool that added to the belt. But man,
Didn't tell us about downstream.
dude, over here using pump sprayers to apply on this freaking probably 1,000-foot section of concrete that we had to clean.
Soaps were trash.
Oh my God, man, just
Expensive too.
woo.
Yeah, no. A little more context to that. It took 3 years for us to save up for that. We did a dry ice job that got us the capital to get to that point.
Most of it, I had to do a personal loan
Correct.
to the company as well just to get that equipment.
Right. So we were all in on this Cadillac hot seat pressure washing trailer. That got us the Cracker Barrel.
To get, you spend 13 grand to go get a job that pays you roughly $300 to $500 per job. I mean, again, the ROI, I'm just not seeing it. Thank God we didn't actually have a real accountant at the time. They'd have been like, guys, you put put themselves out of business.
Yeah, I don't think you're in the right business.
We're like, no, Brian told us we're going to the next level.
And that persistence is more so on my end of, feeding into that. We're going to the next level at the early stages.
You would be posting at like midnight. Look at us, we're over here at Cracker Barrel freezing our nuts off. Can't even do the work as a freaking shut-off valve or O-ring bus, you know. But we're having a great time out here.
Terrible time.
Crackheads walking by. I don't know how many times we plot and schemed about spraying some crackhead in the face with some hot water.
I had one guy walk up and I was ready. I was with Gillian. Gillian was with me. Or it was Chad, one of the two. And yeah, he came up and asked me for some boxes at 2 o'clock in the morning. Well, what are you doing for some boxes? And the next thing you know, I see him across the street getting arrested. Don't know.
You'll get that. On them big jobs.
On them big jobs. Yeah. Oh, man. So yeah, the
failing after failing, bro.
Santa Claus led to Cracker Barrel. Cracker Barrel required a Hotsy. Industrial grade pressure washer. Now, you know, there's levels out here. There's levels. So,
you know, the more as we talk, like, I just feel like maybe we're either super gullible or we're just that ignorant and naive to think.
We were super ignorant and naive, man.
We'll go with that.
We're super ignorant and naive. But that you know, we failed, so therefore we learned that's not the route. Yeah. And that was the lesson with it, and I think we take that with everything we do now.
Hopefully, as we progress through these videos, you guys start learning that. We do eventually make money.
Eventually. But yeah, we'll wrap that up on day 3. Day 4 is when we making sure that the communities that we call home, we start taking care of, and we
get them back.
You reap what you sow. So, you know, we've been getting a lot of shit, so we got to do some good, right? And we'll talk about that more in day 4. So keep watching, keep subscribing. Subscribe. This is on YouTube.
Right.
Subscribe, like, share, comment, post. I don't care. Show some love out here. My name is Sam.
And my name's Ben.
And this is the 10 days to 10 years of my guide. Let's keep it rolling, baby.
See you guys.
See ya.